What is up guys, Andy Forrest Runner here and welcome back to another video, and today we're taking the Nike Alphafly 2 for the long run test. So we are well underway on the long run test. Not only are you seeing Alphafly 2 action, you're seeing baby blue, Vaporfly action and wild boar action. Joined with Matt today. What a pleasure as always. And we are out here getting a long run done. So the goal today, obviously Nike have adapted the Alphafly V2 to become more refined for the longer distance. More stability, foam under the pods, more comfort. Debatable, we'll see. The goal today is to get a really solid long run in and see what that is. So, update, 4.7 miles, 6:32 average pace at the moment. Cooking it a bit hot, not gonna lie, but rolling with it. I'm seeing where these shoes take me, so press on with this and see where we are at the end of the first loop.
Sitting in the pocket.
He's drafting. He's drafting. Right, so we're just over 10 miles into the run. In fact, 10.42 miles. So average pace is 6:34. Things are leveling out quite nicely. Clipped off a few 640s. At the moment we're doing 616 on this flat, but it's a good little undulating loop. There are some hills in there, checking out some 650s. So overall it's balancing out quite nicely. Feeling smooth so far in the shoe, I've got to say. It's just taking me along for the ride. So when we get towards the end of this loop, we'll see how we feel. 2:56 flat. That means you're running at 2:52 marathon pace. All is well. How are we feeling, Matthew?
Feeling pretty good, feeling pretty cruisy today actually. Thanks for the company.
Makes all the difference. Super shoes and company, and suddenly the world is a better place. So yeah, just I don't know, about a mile and a half away from starting the third and final loop. The hills are definitely making me work, I'm not going to lie, and the shoes definitely feel a little bit clumpy going up the hills, but everywhere else they're just, I seem to be clicking off 530s and 540s as if they're child's play, which is very, very satisfying.
He's a monster on the hill!
Oh, that feels good. Come off the third loop. We're about a mile and a half from the car. That last loop was a killer, but
he had me on the ropes. He literally had me on the ropes, dropping 610s in the industrial estate. Woo.
I paid for that on that last uphill, trust me. But 19 and a half miles, 6:34 still, holding that solid average pace. 2 hours, 8 minutes. It's going to be just shy of 21, I think. Hey, what a run. 21 miles in the bag. There he is. What great company. He's just been paying me some kind words, so I will return the favour. This man's coming back to form. Hasn't even done a... What was the longest run you did before today?
I've done 2 hours.
Okay.
On the trails quite slow, so...
Yeah, so...
15 miles.
6:34 average pace today, 21 miles in the Alphafly 2s. You were in the next percents. How did that feel today?
It felt good for the first loop and a half, and then you really started rolling. So yeah, it was a baptism of fire, but it was good.
Shows you still got it. Been off for, what was it? You were out of action for 7 or 8 weeks.
Yeah, over that.
And now back doing these long runs, which is awesome. So really happy with that overall, cannot complain. I have to say though, I have stopped about half a mile from the end of the trail. Just thought I'd get to 21. That last loop was a little bit of a stinger, so I thought to myself, get to 21. It was nearly 2 hours 20 minutes. That's decent. And then walking the recovery, surprisingly, wow, is it surprising? The legs feel quite good. That's what these Alphaflys are all about, just cradling the legs, making you feel good, and just ticking off those miles. Even when I felt tired, we were still clocking 6:40s at the end there, which is great. So cannot grumble. We'll go back to the car and I'll give you my thoughts on these shoes. Right, so let's give you some thoughts on this shoe after the run. So overall, really happy with that run, and just got to say again, great to have company with Matt. Hopefully we can log some more summer long runs moving forwards. It was just makes life so much better. And at the end of the day, I'm still leading up to Frampton, but I'm 14 weeks out from London Marathon now, or 15, I don't know. And that's a really solid one to bank. So really, really happy. As for the shoes, I just kind of, I feel a little bit in limbo with this shoe, I've got to be honest with you. So I didn't record it. I meant to record it, but I didn't. I took it out for a session on Wednesday evening. I actually forgot my GoPro. I was in a rush to get out of the house and I totally forgot to take it. So I basically did my evening threshold run. It didn't go well at all. That wasn't the shoe's fault in the slightest. I overcooked it on my morning session. It was super hot that day, and I just struggled in general. But the one thing these double thresholds have done is make my legs feel really strong. So even though I wasn't hitting pace, I was feeling relatively strong. So I thought to myself, when I take this shoe out, which at the end of the day, this is all about, is this my London Marathon shoe? I want to give it a good long run test. So we did the 3 loops today. I was just shy of the 3 loops, just cut the third one a touch short, because otherwise it would have been about 23.5 miles. So it would have been a monster. And I did start to flag on the last one. I think the benefits of this shoe are there to be seen. I was able, even when tired, to continually click away at 630s and 640s. So that for me in itself is a great bonus. And I put a nice 400-meter surge in at the end, got down to sub 6-minute mile pace, and just thought to myself, last 400, let's just put a bit of a spurt in. I felt really good. It's picked up a bit of a hitchhiker now, and now I knew that was a risk, because I think I said, I don't know if I said in the beginning, this loop that I was doing was basically 5 miles on road, but there was a mile very, very, very light trail to run on, and we did that 3 times basically, and then it's sort of like a mile back and forth to the car, or maybe 2 miles, I can't remember. So there was just a very small section of trail, but it was very flat and really not stony at all. So I must have picked up one of the few stones out there, but that proves, doesn't it, that really you do have to be careful where you use these shoes. I mean, I would say 17 miles out of today's 21 was on flat tarmac. The 4 were on, did have a little bit of very light trail there, but overall it's held up really well. The grip was really impressive. The comfort levels are through the roof, no blisters, no nothing. The only thing I found was just they felt a bit laborious going uphill. That was an undulating loop. I reckon, I haven't uploaded it to Strava, but it's going to be between 800 to 900 foot over that run. And on some of those hills towards the end, even though I got tired, I did feel the extra volume of the shoe. I did feel like I was trying to drag them up a hill. I don't feel like that in the first one, so that's why I'm a little bit torn at the moment. I feel like potentially the extra weight and the extra bulk there does have an impact towards the end of a marathon. And that, I guess, is what I need to test out the V1s on. I need to get the V1s on a good 20-21 mile long run and see how they fare as well, because I don't think, actually, in all fairness, I've done it in the V1s. But overall, I've got to say, I'll give it a big thumbs up, and I'm very happy. I'm starting to wonder if the difference between V1 and V2 is enough to warrant spending that extra money. I'm definitely swaying towards saying to you, if you can get the V1 on a discounted price, it's well worth getting. So I'm going to remove this hitchhiker, and I appreciate you guys sticking along for the run today. There we go, got it out of there. I'll dispose of that now. So yeah, I appreciate you guys sticking around, and here are my thoughts on the Alphafly version 2 after the long run. 21 miles bank, 6:34 per mile. What a run overall. Gotta say, massive thumbs up, really positive start to London Marathon training. That's it for today, guys. If you enjoyed it, please do give it a like, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel for weekly running content, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Until then.